Hey folks, Nate Gilman here from MMCs, the first software that makes getting your Merchant Mariner credential really, really simple. I'm going to add a CG719S today. That's your small vessel sea service form. It's for a boat under 200 gross tons. It's pretty much every pleasure craft that you'll see cruising around, as well as a lot of the smaller vessels that are the commercial boats. So I'm going to start by hitting Add, hitting Sea Service, clicking on the CG719S or small vessel sea service form. And I'm going to add an image. So I'm going to go to my desktop, sea service paperwork for MMCs, and we're going to add the first page. We can see it's uploaded successfully. And I'm going to add another page because this one has two pages on it. Sometimes it'll have one page. You can see that's uploaded successfully. You're going to hit next. So the first thing you want to do is make sure it's signed. So you're going to hit next document because there's 2 pages. Is it signed by me? Yes. Super commonly, these aren't signed and they get turned back from the U.S. Coast Guard. If you submit one of these and it's not signed, they're not supposed to accept it. So you want to make sure it's been signed. #1 rule all the time. I'm going to go back, and I am not the owner of this vessel, so I'm going to hit no. If I was, there's a little bit extra paperwork we're going to have to attach in. We're going to put my name in, has my reference number, and because my reference number is there, my social security number is not included. Do not fill out both of these. Don't put your social security number on here if you have a reference number. Keep track of your social security number on your own. The vessel name is the Bill of Rights. And it uses gross registered tonnage. It is a motor vessel using gross registered tonnage. We'll get to that in a second. The official documentation number is 533074. I can read that right on the form. My boss already filled that out. But if this was your own boat and you didn't know, you can click on the U.S. Coast Guard PSIX vessel search, and you can look up your own boat as well as other boats to get all that information in there for what you need. But you do need something. If you don't have anything, you can put in the other registration number and just say this boat doesn't have one if you're doing a small sailing boat, a sup, rowboat, whatever. So this boat is 95 gross tons, and I know that because my employer put it on there. If I didn't know that, I would need to fill in how long, how wide, and how deep the boat is. This helps the U.S. Coast Guard know what tonnage to give you for that piece. So this one is 89.6, and it's 11 feet wide. The system will let you put in this information if you have a tonnage. If you don't have a tonnage, you need to fill out all 3 of these things. I worked in the deck department as a mate. And then here on the bottom, we're going to see 188 days. The average hours underway when we were there, we sailed for 24 hours a day when we were gone. We were usually about 20 miles offshore on this sailboat. Ooh, I made a mistake. Let's go back. So this is actually an auxiliary sailboat. Good catch. We can cruise forward and it will keep everything for us. So 188 days, 24 hours underway, 20 miles from shore. None of those days were in the Great Lakes because it was in the Pacific Ocean. None of those days were shoreward because all my time was in near coastal waters. I had 188 days outside of the boundary line. Sailing in the Pacific Ocean from San Diego to Point Conception. I'm going to hit next. Now we're going to start. So I'm going to type in 2019 and we're gone for 20 days. I can hit enter or I can hit the next month button on either side. I'm going to hit 2019 for 20 days. There I clicked on the side, also works. I'm going to hit 2020, 20 days. Like, oh, that was actually a mistake. I can click here and I can delete that. And I can go ahead and add in, it was 2019, not 2020. We're good to go. 2019, we did 20 days. But that's actually wrong. We're going to delete that. In June 2018, I did 6 days. We're going to go back through because I messed up. 2019, 20 days. In February, we did 2019 of 20 days. In March, we did 2019 of 20 days. April 2019 at 20 days, May 2019 at 20 days, June 2018 I did 6 days, July 2018 I did 6 days, August 2018 I did 6 days, September of 2018 I sailed 15 days on that boat. In October 2018 I also sailed 15 days on that boat. November of 2018 I sailed 20 days on that boat. In December of 2018 I sailed 20 days on that boat. We were underway a lot on that boat. So I can see all those days have been entered in. I'm going to hit next. Now we have a summary screen. You can see the 2 pieces of paper. You can zoom in if you want. You also see all the values. You want to run through here and just make sure everything is right. It's up to date, saying all the right information. Everything looks good. I'm going to hit validate. And there we go. It accepted it. It's looking for errors, looking for math that wasn't quite right, and all my math was good. So I'm going to hit done. And I can see my sea days have populated up. For sea service, I can see that I have 188 days sailing on a sailing vessel now because it was aux sail. That sea service pops over and the positions work over as well. I can see that I have 188 days near coastal, 53 days on inland from another vessel that I was on, as well as all of my sea time was over 67 gross tons. So I get 241 days of sea service credit right now for vessels over 67 gross tons. I'm Nate Gilman. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys stay tuned for the next video. We're going to add a sea service letter from your employer. Very exciting.